Hello everyone. So a lot of you have asked me to, make a short video about my VMware journey and how I got selected as a fresher. So yeah, this video is same. So it's not going to be very detailed, but I'm going to cover as much as I can. And in further, if you have any question, you can always let me know. So what I'm going to cover here is how I got placed on campus. What was the whole process, the topics that you can prepare if you are going for on campus or a fresher kind of role. Then what is the difference between a fresher and an experienced candidate in terms of the questions asked, expectations and everything. And then I'm going to talk about the brief internship and full-time experience at VMware. So let's get started. So how was the whole process, how I prepared it? So VMware actually came in my college on campus. So I'm not from IIT or NIT, but VMware came to my college, and then it was just a 1 day process. Initially, they had a test, a screening test. So they had a test on Higher Pro, which contained 4 sections. The 4 sections were, one was aptitude, which was normal quants and stuff. Then one coding question was there. Then other section was about the CS fundamentals like OS networking and everything. And the last section was language specific. So you could choose 2 out of 3 languages. So the options were Python, Java, C++, and there were some basic questions around that. So this was the whole test, and after this test, around 30 students cleared this round. I was one of them. And then the interviews were scheduled. So it was just 1 day process. On campuses interviews are usually 1 day. So the total of 4 rounds were taken for each candidate, but I went through just only 2 rounds. After 2 rounds, they decided that they wanted to take me. So I'll just quickly talk about my rounds. So the first round was a DS Algo round. Actually, I had mentioned on my resume that areas of interest as data structures, algorithms, and comparative coding. So mostly my interviewer just focused on the coding and problem solving. So it was a 1 hour round, and I was asked around 6 to 7 questions. I didn't have to write an executable code, but discuss the solution with him, and with some kind of uh, debugging kind of thing. I had to tell my approach and tell him that it was correct. So after this round, I had to wait for the another round. Like there were 6 panels, and they were calling as and when some panels were free. So after this round, the next round was a combined HR and a technical round. So I think I got a really good feedback after my first round. So they kind of combined the next round. Usually other students had 4 rounds where 2 were technical, 3 were technical, and the last one HR round. But they kind of quickened the process for me. After I got a good feedback. So in this, I was mostly asked about the CS fundamentals, like what the deadlocks are, and most questions around those sorts of lines. And then HR questions like how did I other behavioral questions. So this was a pretty sweet and crisp process for me. I was lucky that I didn't have to go through all the rounds. So yeah, so my tips for on-campus rounds will be that do your KYC whenever a company is coming. Just don't, just to sit, don't sit for that company. Read about that company, read about the, people who are at the higher positions like CEO and CTO, and what the vision of the company is, what the product is. So I'll tell you that, in the pre-placement talk, like whenever any company comes, you usually have people from that company come and tell them about you, and they ask you some questions. So I actually read a lot about VMware, and whatever the questions were asked, like they were discussing about that. I was very interactive in that session, and even after in the interviews, it kind of shows that you are really interested to join that company, and you really know about all the things that it's doing. So it is always, it always gives you a edge among other students who are just sitting in the company without knowing anything about it. So this is the first and the best tip that I can give you. Apart from that, obviously you just can't just don't just do the KYC, but also prepare well for the interviews. So preparation includes doing DS Algo, of course, then you know uh, uh, doing the CS fundamentals. So for CS fundamentals for higher protest, what I did was I did the gate past year questions because the MCQs are pretty similar. And then obviously you need to be thorough with your concepts. Now let me just show you one blog that I've already written about the placement preparation if you're not aware of that. So you can go there and have a detailed view. So this is a Quora blog that I have already written on placement preparation. So I have actually detailed out my progress, my day in day out strategy. So it took me around 2 to 3 months to prepare for it. I would suggest you to do the same if you are in college and stuff. So you can go and read this blog. And yeah, another tip following this would be don't wait till the last moment. Like, don't wait for your college to announce this company is coming in 10 days and then start preparing. Take some time. Usually the companies come in the 7th semester. So prepare well, utilize the semester break, and properly prepare for the interviews because it's not a cakewalk. Now, without deviating from the topic, let's just discuss about the other things that I had mentioned. Yeah, so how to prepare and what to prepare. I have other bunch of Quora articles on each section and the resources, so go and check that out. If you want me to make a detailed video about that, just let me know. Then how the interviews are different for freshers and experienced candidates. So for freshers, you mostly don't have a lot of projects and other knowledge. So they will be mostly on the lines of DS Algo and CS fundamentals. Like, so prepare well for OS, prepare well for networking and other fundamental subjects that you have. Then for experienced candidate, I actually went through a lot of interviews and none of them asked me about any concept of OS or networking. So you can just focus on DS Algo, and you can focus on the OOPS. Like if you are interviewing for a Java developer role, or even if you're not having a object oriented experience, just go and read the basics, how the classes are defined, and read the concepts of OOPS. So that is important. And then if you have experience more than 2 or 3 years and you are actually interviewing for a position that is not a SD1 level, then you might be asked about the low level and high level design as well. But that's not the case in case of freshers. And also, yeah, whatever you are mentioning in your resume, be it as a fresher or be it as an experienced candidate, just make sure that you know really well about that. Don't fake your projects. Be genuine, because if there are any cross questions and you're faking it any project, then you might get caught, and that leaves a very bad impression, even if you have solved all the questions. So don't do that. And even before your actual interview, just brush up your project. So what I have started doing it is, whatever project I am actually doing on my work basis, on my personal front, I keep a small note of it. Like, I write it down. I write what I have done, because after 2 or 3 years you won't actually remember much of it, but that really helps you. And keep updating your resume. So if you have a document that talks about what you did, how you did it, whenever you are going to update your resume, it's going to be very handy. Even if you are revising your project, it's going to be very handy. So I keep that a habit. You can follow the same. So yeah, I was actually offered. So VMware usually hire interns and then convert them. I have not heard that VMware hires full-time employee from of like for entry level positions off campus. So I was offered a full internship plus full time at the start, so I didn't have to worry much about the PPO. My internship was a full 6 months internship, so my whole 8th semester went into the internship. So that was from January 2018 to July 2018. And then I got converted. So I didn't get any break between it. As soon as my internship was over, I was offered a MTS position. So then now it's been 3 years, and now I'm actually switching from VMware. So it has been a pretty great experience. So that is it, guys. If you want me to have any more details or cover any other things about VMware or anything in particular about this whole video, just comment down below. I'll be really happy to make that for you. Bye bye.